This content is about a young boy, a small boy, not just a young boy, a small boy who is not even up to a teenager, who is involved in taking what? Gum. If I say gum, gum is another means of what? Of drug. That is usually taken by these radical people. Now, this is a young boy of close to 9 to 10 years who is involved in taking this kind of drug. Should we now say this is the fault of the parent or what? Sometimes if parents put children or leave children at home, how do parents what? Monitor their involvement? Sometimes this boy is already mixed up with some set of bad people. It could be an environmental effect whereby probably the boy is used to some elderly people who do send him to buy these things for them. And now look at the effect on this small boy. This young boy now is beginning to take this gum and is going to have a kind of effect on him as time goes on. Even look at the boy, how slim, how lean he is, and how he looks unkempt. I will attach the video of this boy so that you can see what I'm talking about. A very small boy. Now, do you think this boy can be useful to himself if care is not taken? Can this boy be useful to himself? Let alone talking of being useful to the society or to his own generation. Parents, I want us to always monitor what our children are always involved in. What they do at their leisure time. Who did they hang out with and who did they spend the rest of their life with? If you go to work, if you leave your children at home, or if they go to school, if they come back before you, where do they play? Where do they go to play? Where do you ask them to stay after school hours? Sometimes we cannot blame every parent who don't put their children in lessons after school just to keep them busy because of the financial involvement. But another thing I want us to look into is, where do they always stay when they return from school? Do they just drop their bag and run to the street to meet up with different people? These are where parents need to help their children as part of the parental guidance. Some of these children are involved in illicit art. You see, some elderly people send them to get things that are what? Are uncalled for. And when these children begin to get these things, they want to have a try because they don't have the thinking of their own. The thought is the right thing for them to take sometimes. You send them to buy cigarettes, you send them to buy DIM, you send them to buy marijuana and some other products. Before you know it, these children begin to have a taste of it, and once you begin to have a taste of these things, it becomes a problem. Even to leave it, because afterwards, you become addicted to all these things. And then it becomes a problem. Like this small boy now of less than 10 years, taking gum. Now tell me how this boy won't be stealing. If this boy don't have money to purchase gum, and no one is giving him free of charge, now tell me if this boy will not start stealing. And if this boy at his age, at the age of 10 or whatsoever, begins to steal, now he now knows the what? The importance of money. And if he doesn't have that money, he already knew there's a way of making money freely. Then he gets involved in what? In stealing. Then he becomes what? He begins to grow in stealing. So this is an advice to parents. Always monitor your children well. Even if you don't have money to put them in lessons after school hours or whatsoever, know where they go to play, know where they stay before you arrive out from work. If you've encountered this kind of situation before or you have any experience about it, kindly drop your opinion in the comment section. Thank you.